What the fuck is up? The big bad devil daddy himself, Reaper, is back in black and white. Last time I did not get to do my makeup, and I'm so sorry for that because I know how much you miss it. So, man, I got a amazing show for you all out there, especially everybody filing in at the moment. Please do me a favor. Share this out. Share it everywhere. I don't give a fuck. If you think people will dig it, share it to them. The more you do that, the more fun we have. And tonight, from the Devil's Wild Wild West, I got the ghosts of the Alamo, two in the chest with me tonight. And
what's up, all you meatbags?
A hell of a good time. So get your whiskey ready. Get ready to laugh. Bring your questions because they will be answering it for you tonight. But before we do that, let's take a quick commercial break to my brothers at Villain Arts Tattoos. Check it out. That's right. Villain Arts Tattoos, not just the largest tattoo convention in the entire United States, but the best and the best of the best come out to do great tattoos, lots of performance art of all different kinds, one big, happy, freaky family. So come on down, get yourself a good tattoo if they come into your area, and you never know. You just might see me there as well. All right. So without further or fucking do, welcome to In the Chest to the Underground. How you doing there, my ghostly friends?
Go ahead. Doing good, boys. Doing good. All you metal meatbags, how you doing out there?
Man, that is like right up my fucking alley. Shit. Welcome, Kyler. And I just had to say, I have to say this real quick because so far, comment of the evening. He says, "Hey, beautiful people, and holy Satan, you all look badass." I wasn't bullshitting, people. I've been telling you for 2 weeks now that this was going to be a killer fucking show. And holy fucking shit. So when we talk about some of the great metal bands, hard rock bands that have some sort of like stage show, almost like a concept band type thing, you know, we think of Slipknot, we think of, Mushroom Head, some of the King Diamond as well, Merciful Fate, Gwar. Those are all bands we love, but man, no one has ever done what you guys are doing. Tell me, how did you guys come up with this concept?
Well, it started way back in 1806. I'm just kidding. No,
that's when you were born.
Shit, I wasn't even a seedling at that point.
I mean, we're going to get into a lot of cool stuff. We hope you guys like it. The idea started back in 2006. And I just wanted to do some, well, first of all, Kiss, without them, there wouldn't be a Two in the Chest. So my entire life, I've been trying to put together a band, and we finally got it going in 2010. But the idea started up in 2006. So yeah.
All right. So this was a long time coming. So, yes. I mean, first of all, I love what y'all are doing better than Kiss. Just saying. I have to say that. It is way fucking better. No offense to Kiss. They've had their time for the 27th time.
Yeah.
It's time to move over and let Two in the Chest take the reins. God damn it.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you wanted to put a metal band together, but how did this concept come about? What was like your inspiration to want to because I'm a huge fan of Dead and Tombstone, some of the great horror Wild Wild West movies, because I think some of those are just as horrifying, if not more horrifying, than some of the ones that are, more modern times. So what kind of influenced this, your look and all of the good stuff behind it?
Well, it actually started something completely different. We were doing underworld and overlords and underlords, and I had this whole concept of, all kinds of crazy creatures and stuff. But I said, that isn't going to work, because there's already Lordy out there. There's already, Gore and all that. And I said, no, that's not going to work. So I just kept looking and looking. I'm like, you know what? I have never seen a Dead cowboy band. I said, what? No, I said, and then, what was really the deal was the music. The music had to match. The lyrics had to match. The logo had to match. The look had to match. Everything had to match, or I wasn't going to do it.
There's a lot of work that goes into that.
Well, the logo itself, that thing took 2 weeks to put together. So, it's 160 layers or so on that logo. Anyway, so
that's okay.
Worked on it. Yeah, we worked on it. And I did. And finding people to jump on board something this crazy was almost impossible. And that's a whole story by itself.
You gotta love it. Sure, man. And I'll tell you what, the logo is incredibly badassery. When you see it, and that's why I used you guys as like the background of our show tonight. You can tell just by looking at it that this is not your run of the mill kind of concept band. This is something so fucking original. And, you guys had hit me up before in the past, and so many different, other artists and stuff are just constantly saying, hey, can we come on? Can you check us out? And I'm just like, holy shit, I'm drowning. And then you hit me the other day, and I was like, fucking hell. I remember the first time you hit me up and I saw you guys, I was like, fucking hell, why didn't I reach out right away? So, I'm just happy as hell to have you guys on the show.
A long time ago, man.
A
lot of things have changed, right? Man. And a lot of things have gotten better, though. Yeah.
Better late than never.
Absolutely.
And you guys have been tearing it up. Now, what part of Arizona are y'all from?
Down in the hole, man. Phoenix.
Why is I not surprised? And that was really not good English, but that's okay. We're in Wild Wild West times right now. So, why am I not surprised to hear that? Because every time I ever hear anyone say anything about fucking Phoenix, it's like fucking horrible.
Down in the hole,
okay, because we got you, Awesome. So that makes a lot of sense. Did you have any influences, horror wise, like that you kind of drew from, or?
Well, not really. Other than just your standard, Southern hard rock or Southern metal, whatever, and Kiss. That's about it. I saw them in 1977, and I said, you know what?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own band. And it took 50 years to get there, whatever the heck it was.
You are never too old to fucking rock.
Amen to that.
I will say that until my last breath. Matter of fact, I'll probably be like Buddy Rich and fucking go out in a blaze of glory on my drum throne.
Well,
I mean, shit. I'm fucking, about to be 47 and still fucking playing doom metal. So.
Oh man,
youngster.
You're a young youngster.
I gotta say, I feel like I'm 25. So
there you go.
It's not horrible.
Our lead guitar player is so old. He was alive when the Dead Sea only had the sniffles.
I fucking love it. Oh man. And Kyler says Wild Wild West horror movies need to hit the mainstream more. I agree.
Yep.
There are a lot of good ones, and it's like, why don't they?
On it.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, we'll get to that. All right, so you guys have got the concept together. So now we're getting into the music. So you said a lot of southern rock, southern metal. So is that kind of like say Pantera? Son of a bitch. And I'm a huge classic rock fan, and they're escaping me. Like Allman Brothers.
I wouldn't go that deep. I would say CCR definitely.
Oh, okay. Well, even better.
Oh yeah.
I still get down with the CCR.
ZZ Top. So Alice in Chains. And definitely Pantera.
Nice.
I mean, without the dime, there wouldn't be a Reverend Black. So,
fuck
you can
yeah.
throw some Motorhead reference in there too.
Oh yeah, Motorhead definitely.
Yeah, I feel a lot of Motorhead in your music. Fuck yeah! If you are not considered in the metal club, if you have not gotten down to fucking Ace of Spades, I don't give a shit who you are.
Absolutely.
It's so fucking true, and I do. I hear the rhythms in there. All the way down to a lot of the riffs too, but it's like you've captured that southern bluesy, those riffs in it, and it works flawlessly. So how do you guys go about writing? Do you start with a riff, or you know what I mean? Everyone's writing process is different, so I'm just curious how you guys do it.
Well, we got 3 records out, so I mean. Every record was a little bit different.
Sure.
As far as the first one went, that was all discovery, because we wanted something different than anybody has out there, and we wanted a metal twist with a southern influence, and we managed to capture that in the first record and then the ones following. But the first record is it was just putting stuff together. And creating, a style, because I don't want to sound like anybody else, and it just so happens
right.
Everybody calls
originality.
Me
sure,
yeah, they do. They do.
Nice. Liz says solid influences. Love Motorhead. Absolutely. All right. So obviously, you got 3 records out. And it's just like any other band. You're evolving, and you just keep getting better and better. So, how did people kind of take to that first record when you put it out initially?
Oh, it was accepted greatly.
Like right off rip. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was here's the picture of it.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I think I got that one.
Could be.
Yep.
That's the third record.
Sorry. That's the second one.
That's the second record. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One more.
We'll get to that.
One more.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. But yeah, it went off pretty good. I mean, everybody's got their favorite song, of course.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's like when you did your first show, were people like, what the fuck is this?
You talked about that where the people just stopped and rushed the stage on that one show that you done did there.
Oh yeah. Well, Well, when we first started, we wanted to test the music, so we didn't have all this stuff on. So we played a couple of shows without it. But the first show was at a club called Club Red Owl. And we happened to get real lucky with the time slot. And so we got bum rushed by a lot of people. The first time they ever saw us, they freaked out. It was an amazing show.
Some bands,
awesome.
Some bands they're playing and the people are like watching, but looking and talking, having conversations. When we started playing, everybody stopped and just came to the stage because they knew they were seeing something special.
Yeah,
it was really
cool.
Cool.
That's actually a kind of cool story if you want to hear it.
Fuck yeah, because I mean, if I had been in the crowd, I would have like shit my proverbial pants. I'd be like, "Fuck yes, let's go."
Well, the whole deal is, I don't know if you've heard of the Jerome Indie Film and Music Festival, yeah?
One more time.
The Jerome Indie Film and Music Festival.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we played that almost every year since they started. And one year they wanted us to play twice. And one of them was at this, some sort of a cool amphitheater type thing on the inside. I don't know. But anyway, it was a really cool venue, had great sound, great lights. And we went in there and we told the guy, we said, we need to set up and get all our stuff in here. We want this curtain closed. And, it was a big thing where the guy, he's like, you'll do what you're paid to do. And we're like, people are going to be up here, so we need to make room for them. He goes, oh, no, they're going to sit around and they're going to talk this and talk that. And we said, okay.
Well, these were just supposed to be background noise.
Yeah, we're supposed to be background noise. I'm like, well, then you hired the wrong band.
Anyway,
yeah, we started the show and it was amazing. I mean, everybody was in their little corners and talking and stuff. But the minute that intro started and we turned around and then lights blew, they were boom right there at the stage. And it's a great feeling knowing that people enjoy something different and cool, so.
And, we're really at a time, I think, in metal's current history where there's not a lot of originality. I was just, strolling through Facebook as I normally do, and I've been seeing like a lot of industry guys that I know personally talking about how, metal is just fucking boring right now. It just doesn't have, what it did, let's say, even 15 years ago. So, and I was like, I can kind of feel that, although I do feel that there's some bands that put out some excellent fucking albums this year. But as far as originality goes, no. It's like, new metal is trying to come back. Fuck that. Let's not, please. Because there's only one Korn, nobody else had anything to offer as far as I'm concerned. But something as original as you guys, I think metal needs this in a lot of ways because it's so fucking different. Because like I said, for the longest time, you've had your Slipknot, you've had your Mushroom Head, Gwar, maybe some other, lots of black metal, which don't get me wrong, I love my black metal, the theatrics and all that stuff. But this is so fucking original. So I'm not surprised to hear that once you guys got up there, people were just fucking freaking out.
Yeah, like what the heck's going on?
Look at these guys.
Exactly. So you've been playing that film festival. So I'm surprised that, have you guys been asked to be in any indie film as like a background band or anything like that?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to happen soon. I mean, we're doing a lot of film festivals and festivals this year and next year, so something's bound to pop, hopefully,
Oh, fuck yeah. And I could even imagine a couple of directors, friends that I know that might be interested in that kind of thing. So,
yeah, it'd be awesome,
especially since I'm in indie film myself. So, I think it would be fucking sick. to be quite honest.
Yeah,
All right.
we're working on some potential, some of them moving picture things, that is in time with our music, right?
Oh, yeah.
Moving video,
Yeah.
whatever. What do they call it? I don't know.
I don't know, but it's going to be some barn burners, that's for sure, man. Be burning the corn, baby.
Yeah. And then they have
Yeah.
them get-togethers where all those people go to those amusement parks or whatever they are, and they have them fear cons and scare fests.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
those scare fests.
So,
and
so
fear cons,
we've
baby.
been told we should contact them, and lo and behold, not long ago we've been contacted to play one of those things shindigs next year. So
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Playing a scare con.
Absolutely. Definitely. Shit. I mean, horror cons.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure that they would be fucking tickled fucking pink to have you guys play. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So what-
before we get into
Go
the
ahead.
future, let's talk about a little bit how you developed a lot of your song lyrics, like story-wise, because you guys are constantly telling stories in your music, which I fucking love. Obviously, I'm a huge King Diamond fan, one of the best storytellers, I think, in metal history. So you guys are doing something even the Big King never did. So where did you like go through a lot of Wild West history? How did you get it together? How did you come up with the stories?
Well, there's thousands and thousands of them. I mean, I got every Encyclopedia Britannica when it comes to the Old West that there is. And I traded it for a Blue Voodoo 412 cabinet. And it was worth every penny. But yeah, I mean, and then some of them just come from reading stories on the internet. I mean, a lot of them are true stories. And a lot of them are related to the 1800s. Some of them got half truths to them. I wanted to spice them up a little bit.
Oh, sure. I mean,
yeah,
urban legends, that kind of stuff. You can always put a little bit of your own spin on, but at the root, I just think it's anytime there's some truth to some of the stories that are being told, I just think it makes it that much more fucking.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you got folklores out there and stuff too. I mean, you got the headless horseman. They talk about coming and stealing your soul. If you're a rotten pig. Back. Just one of those folklore things. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna write a song about that. Or I'm gonna write a song about the hangman. Or I'm gonna write a song. It's just you just pick these cool things. I mean, we don't use Billy the Kid and Wyatt Earp and all that because those are overplayed. We take stories
overplayed, their legacy. It's like, what the fuck can you do with it anyway?
Exactly.
And to be honest, if you don't mind me saying, Doc Holliday was the most interesting out of the bunch, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
We would pick a guy called Big Jim Miller, Killer Miller. It's just, I mean, the guy, I mean, all right, I got to give you this story. This guy, he's a church going fella, right? And he's in church in the video, if we ever get it made, a guy comes out from the telegraph office, goes into the church and says, "Hey, excuse me, Mr. Miller, we got a telegraph." And what it was he had a job to do. He had to go out and kill a bunch of people real quick. And then when he was done killing them, he went ahead and come on back to church. I'm like, that was one crazy dude, let me tell you.
Doesn't that sound like what most of the church has done since the beginning of time?
Oh, pretty much. Man-made churches. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know an actor that might want to play that role.
Oh.
You never know.
But no,
See,
really,
I think
they're all either literal or actual or, stories. It's really cool.
Yeah, I just think it's really fucking interesting. So I was kind of looking, obviously, looking through your stuff. So did I read it right that each of the band members also have their own ghost tale?
That's correct. And it all starts with me.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and start with you. I think everybody here needs to fucking know it because it's
Okay.
awesome.
How was the Reverend Black Jack McBride born? Okay. I was living in, I don't know, some Ireland place or something as a baby. And my parents brought me to the U.S. and things got going, and I was a real helpful type of person. So there's spirits, there's demons that came in and they killed me and they took my soul. You know, I was actually a preacher. I'm the Reverend Black Jack McBride. So I'm up there preaching to the congregation, and these three faceless demons come in and they kill me and steal my soul. And so I get buried and I sit there until I'm resurrected. And I'm given a mission to find the others where the same thing happened to them. And I've got to resurrect them, and we got to find these demons and execute them and get our souls back.
I mean, if there was ever a good reason to do that, I would definitely say to get your soul back. Sure, absolutely. But I got to say, you're never looking better.
Hey, dead's pretty good.
Not a day over 250.
Yeah, rough.
Right.
78. Stop years on me, man. Come on.
You lie about your
man.
age too much, Rev.
This is awesome. Austin says, if this is a movie, I'm already hooked.
Well, it is actually. Again, that's another thing we could talk about later on.
You know? And as a matter of fact, just to reiterate to everybody out there in Black Flame Land, if you have a question for the Rev and his cohort, please
Give me the Mason McDaniel.
That's right. Make sure you put those questions out there. I'll make sure they get answered.
Nice.
All right. Wait a minute. So Liz says, I went to high school in Tombstone a couple years. They're right.
Yep.
That's awesome. Tombstone. The place where, all the pleasures and all the money could be made, and it was lawless until Wyatt Earp came along and fucked it up.
and guess what? Now it's right back to that same tourist trap bull crap. If you've been to Tombstone lately, it's not the Wild West. Not for sure.
It's a Wild West if we show up, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Now that's what the fuck I'm talking about. What's up, Paul? Good to have you here. And he says, hello, cool wardrobe guys. Fantastic. So let's hear a little bit more. I'll tell you what I'm curious about. Tell me about this character.
Oh boy.
That there is Mariella O'Sullivan. She's been in the band since she was 4 years old. She's my little girl.
No shit.
Yeah, she started playing tambourine and then she moved on to drums, and she didn't like drums. Check this out. She goes, Dad, I don't want to play drums anymore because I want to be up there with the people like you. And I said, well, we need a bass player. Voila.
Why is it that there is always a shortage of bass players? What the fuck?
And we've had a lot.
There's one of our old ones right there.
He's in prison.
Shame on you.
Yeah. We're not hard to get along with. You just got to show up and play the right parts.
There you go.
Learn your craft, people. So you don't end up in the jail back there.
Right.
Rotting. I love it.
Who gives a crap?
Never. So tell us about that character.
Oh, Mary L. O'Sullivan. Well, the little bit story about her is she was the oldest sibling of many siblings back then, and her parents were killed, and so she was raising her brothers and sisters. Well, when the Faces 3 knew that she was going to be something special, they were chasing after her to kill her. But she ends up running into another character, which is our seamstress that makes a lot of our outfits, and she works the merch booth, Noelle O'Shaughnessy. And so she ran
Apparently
up to
she does a
Noelle's.
badass job.
Yeah, she does. And well, we can get into that detail a little bit later too. But she ran off to Noelle, and Noelle hid her for a while in the floorboards and stuff. But eventually, the Faces 3 found her, killed her, and took her soul as well. And of course, in the story, I find her and resurrect her, and she becomes part of the Power team, the Power 5.
Do you guys have a secret Dakota ring?
Actually, we do.
I love it. No, man, this is fucking fascinating. Just absolutely fascinating. I mean, I've always been a Wild Wild West fan, going back to Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of the John Wayne stuff, and I'm just like, no. But, Clint Eastwood came around, and I was like, yes, I can get with that.
Yep.
And then when it became, more like on the horror end of things, I was even more on board. So this is just fascinating. Let's see here. Austin says, that's awesome. Y'all have like a rock version of the Jackson 5 going on, and I'm totally with it. Family bands are always great. And I can't say enough. I think he's pretty much dead on.
Well, the drummer's my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that too.
Yep.
Here's
Tyler says I have my own skull mask, and I should join you guys and get my own backstory now.
Who's that guy?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Who the fuck would not want to be in this band?
Yeah.
Well, it took a while to make that happen, but that after a while, people do want to be in it. But once you get in here, you realize that it's not easy doing what we do. It is hot, very uncomfortable, but the smiles that we get from the crowd make it all worth it.
Yep.
I could totally see the goth crowd getting into this. Is your audience varied?
Oh, totally. Yeah. I
Like
mean,
all walks of
0
life
to 80, man.
That one couple that came up to Jerome to see us. They were.
Oh yeah. There was a retired couple. They was out on some sort of vacation, and it was the last day of their vacation. They're going to head back to Illinois, and they looked in their 60s or so, and
sure.
they loved it. They bought the record, and they're listening to the record all the way home. They absolutely loved it. So I mean, the age doesn't matter. It's like if you want to get up there, have fun. And enjoy not only an audio experience, you're enjoying a visual experience. So we want to give everybody a full show, head to toe, lyrics to logo concept show. So yeah,
you guys have fucking nailed it. I'm like, I'm fanboying over here, and I don't.
No, look out! We picked us another fan.
I don't ever do that.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
And I just really dig, because I've always been, myself as a performer, I love doing a lot of visual work like this. Some bands, like there was a deathcore band that I toured with back in 2017 to about 2019. And each of us had our own characters, which is, kind of where Reaper was born originally. We were just like one big insane asylum gone wrong. So I connect with what you guys are doing on so many levels, but the way you do it is so much more special. I fucking love it. Absolutely.
Right on.
So let's talk about this guy.
Uh-oh.
That's me.
That there is Kimby the Mason McDaniels. Now, we'll let him tell you his story.
Yeah.
You must be a stonemason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I know? I know me history.
I grew back in the eastern parts of the country from Pennsylvania. So I was back during the rush of the trains. and they're getting the trains going. So I worked for the railroad, was their
Oh.
treasurer. And I watched them steal dollar and dime from everyone. And it hurt me bad. So I decided that I was going to take it back and give it back to the locals and give them back their money. So I got this gang at the time together, and we wouldn't kill anyone, but we would rob the banks. And we went bad, and we started giving the money back to the folks and making them happy
Kind of
again.
like old Wild West
Robin Hood, right. So lo and behold, one of the members of the gang decided he wanted to kill someone. And he shot someone cold dead on a train, and they hunted me down. And before the town folk could get me, or the railroad folk, the Faceless Street came and got me.
Yep.
And dragged me away screaming and took my soul. And I got the blame and got killed because of someone else.
Yeah, they didn't even give him a proper burial. They just threw him out in the doggone woods.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was easy to find when I was
They got me
looking
right in
around.
the head. See that right there?
Smacked him right in the
Whoa, shit.
head. Them jerks.
So
God
the
damn.
railroad bunch
They
of
didn't
jerks-
even so much as piss on you, just left you out in the woods.
Yeah, so we found him.
That's
He was
horrible.
rather easy to find. Yep.
Yep.
Holy crap. What a great story. I love it. And we got some serious comments coming. One of my good actor friends, I've actually had him on the Underground before. He says, definitely going to check them out after this podcast. I love theatrics. So I was going to say, if you need actors for videos, I could tell you myself, Paul would probably just fucking eat this shit alive. That's how much we love it. Austin says, Wild Wild West, Robin Hood. I like where this is going. I mean, we're talking about a time in U.S. history where, the fat cats were all the motherfucking villains, and I have always said that the ones that were, robbing, I know, robbing is not the best thing in the world. I understand that. It's against the law. That's the way it is. But back in those times, when you could barely rub 2 fucking pennies together and you had a family of 10, you know what I mean? You did what you had to do.
They worked, those town folks and those folks worked hard for their money. And for me to sit there and watch the railroad take penny after penny and dime after dime and spend it on stuff that they were taking care of, it really burned me up.
The bureaucrats were alive back then too.
Yes, they were.
You ain't lying. There was a lot of blood spilt for those fucking railroads. Man, I think one of my favorite shows a while back was on AMC. God damn it. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was all about that. Oh, shit. What was the name of that show? Hell on Wheels.
Yes.
Seen it. Yep.
Yep.
You want a motherfucking education out there in Black Flame Land, check out that show.
I mean, that's what it was like, man. That railroad, man.
Yep.
It was cutthroat, man, back then. That's for sure.
It was unreal, the shit that went on during that time. And then if you want to get even more down to it, fucking Deadwood. Deadwood was like, holy shitballs, one of my favorite shows of all time, hands down. Let's see here. Yes. Austin says, you got to do what you got to do when you're desperate, You heard? Well, Steph. Paul says, hell yes, I would be interested. Absolutely. All right. So I definitely think it's time to show everybody out there in Black Flame Land a little bit of your music. And we're going to cue that up right now. Looks like the thunder is rolling outside my door.
Oh.
Shit. So this is one of your big songs called Davy Crockett. Let's check that shit out.
You guys like that, huh? All right, let's get her done. Here we go.
You heard of his and continental. Texas way to just had to go. Our freedom was fighting.
Excuse me, pardon me. What do you want? I need to speak with General Santa Ana. Well, he's not seeing anyone right now. But, sir, it's imperative that he gets this message. Okay, calm down. Uno momento. Okay, come with me. He'll see you now.
Do this every day.
General Santa Ana, we may have a big problem. What problem do you speak of? General, David Crockett is in the compound. I do not see a problem. So why are you wasting my time? General Santa Ana, sir, you might have heard of the legend of David Crockett. He kills bears with his spare hands. Why are you scared, boy? He is nothing more than a man. Get out of my tent before I have you shot. I will not stand for cowards in my army. Who is this Davy Crockett? Had a sugar tongue and told stories make your mama cry. Nerd a few times, one name probably not think she died. Moved to Tennessee, headed down that political trail. General Assembly Congressman was diacritical. Dig a in the Alamo. He was good to the people, but they didn't treat him well. I'm gonna move to Texas, and you can all go to hell. Allegiance sworn to the government force on Texas land. They made him one of 3 colonels to take a stand. Dig a in the Alamo. Dig a dig a in the Alamo. Dig a
All right. God damn.
Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
That's a fun song, and it's a true story
Holy
too.
shit. I mean, this song alone totally reminds me a lot of, Ace of Spades. Just like the doon da goo ga down ga down go down doon ga down. Fucking love it.
Yeah, she's an
Everything
awesome
is
drummer.
some double bass work.
Oh yeah, she's an awesome drummer. Yep.
If I got on that track, it would be murdered. Absolutely. Oh shit. Austin says 1 word, several emojis, all the same. Nothing but fire.
Thank you, brother.
That is such a fun track, man. Talk us through your stage show. So I see, obviously your name is up there, but it almost looks like you have it set up to look like a building that's been like completely fucked up.
Yeah, the Alamo. It's a because it's a.
Shit,
It's
I
a
called it
three-chord
right from the
concept
beginning,
album, yeah.
man. Holy
Yep.
shit. I was like, from the depths of the abyss of the Alamo.
Yep.
Here I was right.
Yep. You were.
I mean, we had
Man,
cannons out on the
fantastic
stage and
fucking
everything.
song.
Yeah, there was
Mm.
cannons out there and everything. Yeah.
Amazing. I bet you if you like threw some stained glass in there too, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be like legit stained glass, but a little bit here and there, that shit would look amazing.
Oh yeah.
So just kind of like looking through your Spotify, some of your top songs. I Know My Way Home is number 1. Tell us a
Wow,
little bit
really?
about that song.
Well, that you're gonna have to. It's a good song, and the story it's gonna people. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to tell you this. Everybody's gonna get a different answer. From what that song
absolutely.
was about. Everybody's gonna come up with a different conclusion. Basically, it's this look. Live your own life. Don't worry about what everybody else is telling you to do. Just do what makes you happy, and no one gives a crap about anybody else because you have the same rights as the next guy. Basically, that's it. And in a nutshell, those people were cannon fodder, and you'll hear those lyrics in there as well. They were put in there to die for no reason other than somebody to get their pockets lined. And it was that's basically what the song is about, the Alamo. Yeah.
Literally everyone can relate to this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Heel? Good to see ya. He says, hi, Reapers Underground and 2 in the chest. Cheers, puff, puff, piss. I
Funny thing
love
about
it.
that is it just there's no lungs to catch you.
Nothing.
That's for
All
sure. I'm sure
bones,
there's a
man.
lot of like earthly things that you guys can no longer partake of that you wish you could.
Well, in reality, we couldn't talk either, but
Come on. We know by now that ghosts do exist.
I'd like to have a taste of alcohol right about now, Rev.
yeah.
Absolutely.
wait.
Oh, awesome. Austin says, just gave
Oh,
y'all
thank you.
a sub on YouTube. I had to after hearing that awesome song.
Peace, love, and 2 in the chest, you metal meat bag. Thank you.
I love it. Heal, you too. You better go check them out right now on YouTube if you missed the song.
Yeah, it's
Because you're
you
late
gotta
to
see
the
whole
game,
thing.
and that's okay. But if you go back and listen, you will fucking love it. So I also feel, I know it's probably really strange. I feel some Iron Maiden vibes also
Oh yeah.
in some of your
Everybody
stuff.
loves some Eddie, man. I'll tell you what.
Oh man, so good.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen a number of Iron Maiden's concerts. Peace of Mind, Killers, Number of the Beast. Seen them all, man. So
We were born. We were both
That was our
born.
time,
That was our
man.
time. Maiden, Priest when they were good.
Yep.
Early Def Leppard, Ozzy, Black Sabbath. I mean, that's what we
yeah.
were into back then, man. Still am.
Absolutely. I don't think that there is a band today that wasn't influenced by Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Slayer,
Yep.
The Giants that I like to call from the 80s, Ronnie James Dio.
Ugh.
You know what I
Rest
mean?
his soul.
And I
Yep.
have to say, Rev, your voice is very unique. So how did you like cultivate that? Because when you're singing, it sounds so otherworldly. It's
Well,
not on like the death metal end of things. It's not on, you know what I mean? The guys that are always like going guttural and shit like
Yeah.
that. Yours is
Yeah.
just very raspy, very unique. Do you have any vocalists that kind of influence your way of singing?
No, but I do have a little story if you want to hear it.
Always.
Okay. Well, back when we first started this band back in 2009, we had our first show in 2010. But that's when I met Rachel or Velvet. It was Rachel before she put the mask on. And then so
Pre-mask.
I talked to her, and we didn't even know each other was a musician until later on in the whole deal. And then I told her about my idea, and she says, "Yeah, I'm totally all aboard." She said, "Let's do it." And so we got together. We worked out the style together. It was just her and I, and we were looking for vocals.
What the heck was that?
Need something to drink because I'm kind of dried out.
Dust come flying
I'm
out
a
of
little
there.
bony. So anyway, she's like, "You know what? Stop looking for singers. Why don't you just sing?" And I'm like, "I'm not a singer. I'm a guitar player and a songwriter. I don't want to sing." But anyway,
I feel that.
She kind of forced me to do it. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to sing, I'm going to find a vocal that nobody else has, and I'm going to run with it. And, other than the fact that saying, people are sometimes saying that I sound like Lemmy. Other than that, it's as original as it gets. All my screams are original. And so there you have it. And there it is,
I love that.
What is that? 13 years later?
Yep.
Something like that? 2010.
Holy
13
shit.
years. So,
Wow.
yeah.
See, that's why I feel like here at the Underground, we are so privileged to, know that you guys exist and be able to listen to your music because, man, I'm always saying the mainstream sucks.
Yes.
And you guys are doing this shit without a label.
We got
which
you,
is fucking fantastic. You
Yeah,
know what?
it's true.
I say if you can do it on your own and do it your way, the way you want to do it, your vision, nobody's stepping on your dick. This is the way to do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you that. And I'll also add to this, though, they're losing out because we're a doggone marketer's gold mine. I mean, we've got
that is so fucking true.
Endless sales and stuff. So, I mean, they're losing out by not, jumping on top and making things happen. So we're just having fun, and we hope that everybody enjoys it. And we're going to keep popping at it until I get taken home.
I mean, obviously, everyone is digging it. You said you guys are doing a lot of festivals.
Right.
So have you guys played outside of Arizona?
Oh, yeah. We went out on tour before COVID, and it was a great tour. It was very responsive, sold a lot of merch, and a lot of people know who we are. We hit 23 states in 2 months, and it was very
Holy
expensive.
fucking shit.
Yeah, it was great. It was an awesome tour. And but again, COVID hit and everything got screwed up, and now it's too doggone expensive to do it.
Yeah. And a lot of fucking states haven't recovered. There's so many great venues that have been destroyed.
Yes.
Because of that post-COVID. So where were some of the places you guys played at? Please tell me you played New Orleans and rocked that shit.
Dude, New Orleans, we actually missed that by a couple of days because we had so many shows in Texas, that we had to pull through. Yeah. Yeah, we had to get through to Alabama and Florida, so it was yeah. So, but yeah, we missed it. We wanted to hit it, but we missed it.
Next tour.
What were some of the other states you hit?
It's Florida. We went to 23 states. So I'll give you Nebraska. That was a fun one. The ones you remember are the ones that people actually go ballistic and
That's
absolutely
my state.
love you. Yeah. Colorado, we hit them twice because they loved us so much.
Oh, fuck yeah. I bet they did.
Indiana, New Mexico, pretty much everywhere, in that area. just kind of
That's
up and around and back down, you know. So
holy shit balls.
yeah, it was expensive.
Definitely. Now, do you guys have management?
We're it. We manage ourselves. Yeah.
What am I always telling you people out there in Black Flame Land? When you got something special, when you believe and have the passion in your music and what you're doing, you can do this shit without anyone's help. You can do it. These guys are fucking living proof.
All we're lacking is someone that has some extra dough to throw our way.
We could use some frog skins, that's for sure.
They could
some chickens,
really,
some chickens, yes,
some turkeys, you know.
Yeah.
Need some beaver pelts.
But that's really it. I mean, if we had someone that had some money and they wanted to throw it our way and get behind us, we could make a boatload of money with this.
Oh yeah.
And just go out and make people happy. And
dude, can you imagine the stage?
And that's what it's all about.
Oh my gosh. You know, the ideas we have, people will just be blown away. You know, we got stacks of paper filled with ideas, you know, and if somebody would just throw some money at us, well, I'll tell you what, it'd be awesome. Anyway.
And they make a boatload of money.
We're having a great time, and the fans
without selling your soul.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's already gone. We got to find it.
Yeah, we got to buy it back.
You see, because sometimes, you know, deals are great, but I don't know. You know, that's really something in this industry that I think is so fucked up.
Yep.
It's really bad. Hopefully you guys have not encountered, you know, that I want to take 25% of your merch sales.
No. We won't allow that. We won't play that.
Goodness.
You know,
yeah, fuck those places. Mm-hmm. And some of them actually feel bad asking, from what I understand. So it's like, you know, this industry is so fucking backwards, which is why the underground fucking rules.
Yep.
Yeah, we got our own production company too, so we don't have to rely on anybody to put on shows. We put on our own shows.
That is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And, you know, anybody out there that is in bands or thinking about doing a band, do it your damn self, people. Trust me, I've been on multiple labels, and I gotta say it's so much more rewarding if you do it yourself. Because you know you retain your humbleness. It's about the fans, you know. It's all about the fans, because if there's no you, there's no them, there's no me, there's no anybody.
Well, like I said, that's what we strive for. We strive for that smile. You know, we see it. All right, here's another story. We were in Satellite Beach, Florida, playing at what the heck was the name of that place? Anyway, it was Ashley's Sports Page. That's what it was. It was in Satellite Beach, Florida, off on on the Atlantic side over there. And we played this show. I mean, there was a ton of people there, but there was this couple sitting off to the side. And this girl, as soon as we hit the stage, she had an ear-to-ear smile, and that smile stayed on her face the entire show. It did not leave. And then when we were done, her boyfriend or whatever wanted to go, she had to meet us. She had to talk to us. So, I mean, it's amazing when you see those smiles. You see the joy that we bring out in these people, you know. They have a great time. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
No, I mean, abso-fucking-lutely. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Shit. I would love to, like, fucking MC for you guys sometime. That would be great.
Well, maybe one day it'll happen.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk afterwards. So tell me about the new album. It's the last one that you guys have done recently.
There you go.
Hero's Blood. So what are some of the different stories that go into this record?
You got a couple? You want to talk about one or two?
Well, we can talk about your tour, the tour we went on, and one of our stops was in San Antonio at the Alamo. And that's where,
Holy shit, that must have been fun.
Oh, that is where this album was born.
yep,
That's where I got the idea.
Okay.
yep. So at the time, the Rev was writing music on the road. He was he drove the stagecoach across the country, all over, hauling stuff back and forth. So he's on the writing music, and we're sending ideas back and forth. And lo and behold, we had 8 songs in the can, and
Yeah.
they were all written about the Alamo.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that I was driving my wagon nationally. But no, I wrote the entire record inside the sleeper berth of a Freightliner. But the sleeper berth of my wagon.
There you go. Yeah.
But no, some of the stories, I can't see a darn thing because of the light is not good.
Well,
Very good.
talk to him about
Here we go.
give it here.
I'm trying to see what songs there are. Here.
What do we got? Talk to him about Evil Horde.
Evil Horde. Oh, now that is a tragic story.
Ooh,
Evil
we got to
Horde,
hear about that one.
Yeah, if you listen to it, it's got female singers on it. My daughter's doing backups, and
Nice.
his daughter's singing some main vocals in there as well. And I'm in there for the chorus, but other than that, that's it. It's a completely different concept, but the story is incredible. It's basically in a nutshell, all the girls and the kids and the women or whatever were hiding in that last final room as everybody else is being slaughtered everywhere when they finally crest the wall and took the fort. And they were killing everybody. And that's basically what that song's about, Evil Horde. Somebody trying to hide, a little girl trying to hide in a hole in a wall, trying to get away from dying, begging the Lord to save her life, and it's just crazy. It was a very, very violent time, and we're trying to portray that, and we did pretty well, I think, in Evil Horde. And then Evening Primrose is kind of a cough up from that. And it's bringing light and goodness and joy and at birth. So there was life coming into the world as all this death was just crowding the Alamo. So I mean, it's an incredible matchup of those two songs.
That song there has definitely got some potential as far as one of them moving picture things. Evil Horde.
Oh yeah, we're going to be doing a video for that one. That's for sure.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of other good songs written about the Alamo and Seven Angels.
Seven Angels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool story. You want to hear that one? I'll give you that.
Always.
Okay. Well, when that Evil Horde was coming across, General Santa Anna and all his rotten, well, I wouldn't say rotten, they were trying to take the Alamo. Anyway, they get over there, and after everybody's been dead and thrown in the hole, that's another thing. A hole in the Alamo. No. Anyway, so anyway, they came over. And I lost my train of thought. My dust left my brain.
What the heck's wrong with you, man?
What was it?
Just smack
we
your
talking
skull, man. It'll come back.
The Seven Angels.
Oh, the Seven Angels.
Yeah.
So they were told by General, sorry about that. I got this dust
No
gets
worries.
to one side and then I forget. Anyway, he gave a directive order to all his men to destroy all the buildings. But when they got to the one building that was housed the church or whatever, there's supposedly folklore where there were 7 angels guarding the place, and no matter what they did, they couldn't destroy that building. So it's still standing. Thus the Alamo. There you go. Anyway, It's a pretty cool story.
Yep. And then
Santa Anna was brutal.
he
man.
was that was
brutal.
Before we move on to what we feel is the single off this record, we need to talk about the title track, Hero's Blood.
Hero's Blood.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear
Hero's
it.
Blood. I mean, just think about it. You got 200 people fighting against thousands. That is pure, unadulterated hero's blood. Period.
Most deaf.
You know, so yeah, it's a great song. It's a great song. But
Almost, I mean, in my opinion, it's almost even better than the story of the 300. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, those guys knew they were going to die, but they didn't want to lose the fort, so they were going to fight to the death. They knew they were dying. You know, they sent out all their riders, and the last rider they sent out, they knew nobody was coming.
No one's
They knew
coming.
it.
No one came.
Nobody came.
Yeah. Yeah. So when we played this show live, the Heroes Blood tour, we played every song on the track on the album. It was just
Oh wow, in its entirety. Awesome.
yeah. And that was for the debut, and we got a lot of great feedback.
Oh, yeah.
You know, every song on this album has a meaning. And there's a couple tracks at the end that aren't really related to the Alamo, but you need to talk about Misfitsville.
Oh gosh, Misfitville. You know,
I love that track. That's the one I've been using when I was posting my stories.
Yeah,
to let everybody know that you guys were coming on. I
I
fucking
think
love
that's
that
going to be a
track.
hit. What's that?
I said I love that track.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's probably going to, be the hit. You know, it's just, well, first of all, I mean, Mariella plays it on a gigantic stand-up bass. It's about 2 feet taller than she is.
God
So-
damn.
In the
That's
shape
awesome.
of a coffin.
Yeah, it's a coffin stand-up bass. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I
and
love
it's-
it.
Yeah, it stands, I think, about 7.5 feet tall. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. We're looking
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, I would imagine.
I should go grab it.
Nah, there's not enough room back there. No, that thing's tall. Anyways, yeah, check it out. You know, Misfitville, it's got great stories. It's twisted. We can't wait to make the video from it. You know, talk about Toontown. I mean, there's some crazy nutcases living in that town, boy. I tell you. But it's some great stories. Listen to the words; they're pretty cool. And the song was actually written by the community on Facebook. I put a call out. I said, "Look, I want to write a song, and I want you guys to be a part of it." So I said, come up with a character, come up with what his job was, and come up with how he died or she died or whatever. And a bunch of people posted some stuff, and we came up with Misfitville, and I put all the words together, and it's a great song. Absolutely love that song. Fun to play, too.
Oh, yeah. A
That is one of the
town
most-
upside down.
Yep.
That is one of the most creative ways I have ever heard from any of the bands that I've had on here to come up with a song that is not only meaningful to you guys, but it's so personal to everybody else, and it gets them involved.
Absolutely.
Shit, I wish other bands would have done this.
Well,
You know?
man, there's sometimes I got some creepy stuff going through my head, and some of them are great ideas. Other times he looks at me and goes, "Dude, I think you're off your rocker."
Enough to make your head spin.
Literally.
That's right.
What are you drinking? What is that stuff?
Yes, Jack Daniels in the 2-liter bottle.
Oh.
No,
Nothing
we
wrong
don't
with
drink. We're a family-oriented band, and that's a
Which
rule
is
that we made.
fantastic. So,
You know what's
how
funny?
many people are in the band?
Oh, well, musically 5, physically 6.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the merch lady's got her own outfit too. I made a mask for everybody. Yep, custom built mask.
You
for
make the
every member.
masks?
Yeah, I make all the masks. Yeah,
And we both make all the guitars.
yeah. Oh yeah, we make our own guitars. Yeah.
I had a feeling that is what you did because, all those photos, I'll bring a couple of them up here.
Yeah, bring them up. Yeah, because I was just going to bring a guitar up. Oh, that is the Peacemaker. That is the only. How do you explain that?
That's a custom 3 pickup Les Paul, but it's rustic outlaw guitar, and it's got a Sustainiac in it. That thing screams.
Yes, it's got 2
EMG
pickups
pucks,
with
yeah.
a Sustainiac in it.
Yep. EMG pickups, active. We have an endorsement with EMG, and
Nice.
we got an endorsement with Sustainiac, and we stumped them because they've never done a 3 pickup version with active pickups.
Right.
And they told me they couldn't do it. And I'm like, dude, I want to do this. And
Figure it out.
they figured it out, and thumbs up to Sustainiac.
Yeah.
They get the wiring
Sustainiac.
diagram.
Yep.
And we made it happen. And I'll tell you what, that guitar just screams.
Oh, it screams. It screams. Yep.
That is sick as fuck.
Oh, and all my guitars are active James Hetfield signature EMGs as well. Yeah.
Mm.
Shout out to the meat bag.
Oh man, and they sound fantastic. So this one is also custom, I take
Yep.
it?
Yep. That's that guitar is called Crockett.
That's the Crockett.
Yep. So it's a gold top Les Paul that I resurrected, and you can tell it's been beat up and rode hard and put away wet, and it's got some Alamo garb on it, and it's just it screams. It's got EMG actives, and yeah, we built that one as well. He's about to show you another one.
You might even have a
Nice.
picture of
Yeah,
this
let's
one.
check that shit out.
This one is called the Chief.
Look at that fucking beautiful motherfucker right
Look
there.
at those active gold James Hetfield pickups. Oh, get a load of this.
I mean,
See that light
oh
up?
wow, and it's got fucking flashing lights on the inside. Looks like fucking fire. All the way down to the skull knobs.
Yeah.
The rustic like leather
Yep.
look
yeah.
is just
It's
fucking
even got a
sick.
knife holder. It's got a knife for it. You can put a knife in there. It's the Chief.
Now, see, when you play that gig, that you might need a little bit of protection.
Yeah, there you go.
Your guitar can hold the knife.
Yeah.
I fucking love this shit. How about the drums? Is there anything custom there?
Just the wrap and the front logo on the front. We're actually trying to figure out how to do it because we want to do like wine barrels or whiskey barrels.
See, that would be badass as fuck.
Yeah. Well, another thing, it's all about somebody's going, hey, these guys are a marketing gold mine. Let's throw some money out. So we're just waiting on them. Amen. There,
Amen.
Mr.
Amen.
Kimby.
Yeah.
Amen.
Have you had anyone like show interest label wise?
Label wise, no,
Mhm.
we haven't even reached out. I mean, if they want to do something with us, we're here. We've been here for 13 years. We've got a lot of life left in us, kind of. We're sort of dead. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll, man. I'm not that old. I'm only 178, I think. But anyway.
Wait.
I
Didn't
lost
you say
count.
you were
140.
168? You're
No, 78.
changing your age again.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
I
just
fucking
like we
love it.
reached out to you, Reaper. I've been sending stuff to labels through Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
but that's not getting there. We've had a couple overseas labels reach out to us, and nothing firm, but possibly. In my previous band, we had which was an '80s metal band. We had
Mhm.
a label. They want to release it on vinyl, not Two in the Chest, but that's to come. We're still talking to them about.
Yeah, we're trying to talk them into hopping on us.
Yeah, we'd love to see our stuff on vinyl. That would be awesome. But we'll see.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some labels that I know personally that would probably be interested in what you guys are doing.
Well, that would be awesome.
Again, we will talk in the abyss.
Yeah.
But man, just phenomenal. So, shameless plug time. What do you guys have in coming up?
Oh, we've got a horror film and music fest in Prescott, Arizona on Friday, the 13th of October.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's going to be
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, they have
Is there
some,
any
yeah.
names coming out there?
yeah, let me go pull them up.
Yeah, there's a couple stars going to be there. See if we can find it.
Talk amongst yourselves. See what I can do.
Talk amongst yourselves. So,
Talk amongst yourselves.
listen to this guy. So no,
Shit.
we've got a Skull Fest coming up on the 28th in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay.
And then there's Desert Fest in February up in Tucson, Tucson, Arizona, up there around the old Tombstone area there. Yeah.
Nice. Much better than the touristy shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
No, I can't.
Way better.
All right. So it's crazy awesome. So it's just I'm gonna try to pull this up myself.
You know, my eyes are freaking blind to begin with, and you got me sitting in this dark hole.
Hey man, we just got pulled out of our crypt to come hang out with this feller here, man. I'm having a great time. You too, Kimberly.
Ah, yeah, this is awesome.
Hallelujah. That's right.
This is awesome.
Absolutely. Anytime we can talk to a live person, it kind of makes us feel good.
Yeah,
Well, I
okay.
would say I'm live-ish.
Here it is. Here it is.
Live-ish.
Right.
Oh, I've got you. Got it. Oh, I got
There
it
it
too.
is.
Oh,
But
there
can
we
I
go.
see it?
You can't see it.
You got your specs closed back?
No,
and
I
you-
don't have no spectacles. Man.
Oh, what the heck's that gal's name?
I've got right here. I've got the link, man.
Tell everyone where they can find all of your music.
Oh, good Lord. If you are on a streaming app, just make one up. We're on every last one of them. We're on every streaming site there is. There's, I think, there's like
Spotify.
40 of them, I think.
Nice.
So, yeah, so you name it, we're on there. We're, obviously YouTube, all our music's up there. But we're looking for that huge financial backer. We're actually, like I said, we want to talk about videos. We ran into a great filmmaker in Jerome, and he wants to work with us pro bono. So
Fuck
that's going to be
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, production costs are
Go ahead and see me pull
There
up
it
the
is, right
channel.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be worth it in the end.
Oh, yeah.
Adrian Pasdar, is that his name? Caleb Colton. He's been in Near Dark, Top Gun, Carlito's Way.
What the
some
fuck?
He's a huge vet.
There was
Yeah.
like a Marcy Leeds, Sarah Colton, or something.
Personally, I
dark.
think they'd be stupid not to want to work with you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I
Susie
mean?
Von Slaughter.
Susie Von Slaughter.
And they're debuting a new movie that was shot here in Arizona called Near Dark.
I think is that the new
Oh,
one? or the old
okay. Now, is that like a remake or
one? I think
something
that's actually the
completely different?
original.
Original,
There
yeah.
it is. It's the original.
Oh,
They're gonna play
gotcha.
the original.
Nice.
That's gonna be
All
cool.
right. Now, do you guys have plans for a new album? Let's say 2024.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're always writing.
We have
music.
a concept, that's for sure. We have some
We have a
ideas.
concept, but we're not releasing it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
we can
gonna be
definitely
incredible. Let's put it this
expect,
way. What's
for
that?
sure.
Oh yeah.
So we can definitely expect something new from y'all, which is awesome. And let's take a quick commercial break before we close out our final thoughts to the great bands of Reaper's Underground Productions. Check it out.
Residents, go in and stay in your houses. Drive the rats in the tank area.
where darkness resides, hopes and all the dreams know that to die.
All right. So if you're a band out there looking for some extra promotion, check me out. I'm here for you. All right. So, guys, it has absolutely been a fucking pleasure having you on the show tonight. So, with all of the apparent new fans you've made tonight, as well as the ones that are hanging with you right now in the ether, what would you like to leave them with?
Well, love and forgive one another, because that's how we get along. And smile when you see us on stage, because that is full payment in our opinion. Be well, meat bags. Peace, love, and two in the chest.
Nice.
I can't say no more better than that. Hope to see you on the road real soon.
Yeah.
Fuck
We
yeah,
wanna see
absolutely. Check them out on all the platforms. You guys know what to fucking do. Y'all have phones, computers, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and
Then-
subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Well, it's the best way to do it. Now.
Absolutely.
That's another thing.
Get those subscribers up there.
Yeah, that's another thing is look, you fans are what helps us. Without you, there wouldn't be an us. So share, tell people about us. If you enjoy us, if you love it, tell people. That's all we ask. You know, I mean, that doesn't cost you a penny to share.
Yep.
Be well.
Nope.
Thank you,
you all
Reaper,
so
for having
much.
us on,
Yeah,
man.
Reaper, you're awesome.
We
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
you having us on. It's great.
Absolutely. It has been a complete blast. And thank you everybody out there in the Black Flame universe for tuning in this evening. You guys have been fucking awesome as usual. Spread the dark word of Two in the Chest. They are fucking amazeballs. And when they get out
What a
there on the
ball.
road and they come to your town, you better fucking be there. Otherwise, they're going to come looking for you.
We love you all.
Most fucking definitely. So, as you are about to lay it down for the evening, with visions of the ghostly Pale Horse Riders, the one thing you must always remember: stay